Brent is tying up another one of his baitfish flies today. This fly represents the bronzeback minnow found in many waters. The fly is 3 inches long and is easy to cast. This size puts a lot of fish in the net. Brent ties this streamer on an owner mosquito hook size 1 and uses 3/0 white flat thread to tie with. The tail is white craft fur and brown and tan craft fur on top. The body is created with flash and slinky fibers starting with wild olive, then white and brown on top wing. There is a lateral line with pink SF fibers. The throat is shrimp pink Cineos laser dub. The fly is finished with bone-dry resin and molded prism eyes.
Good day, folks. Welcome to another segment on the bench. Today I'm going to tie up a little 3-inch streamer. I've got an owner 1/0 mosquito hook by these at tackle shops. It's a good fly to tie on. This hook I really like. It's got a nice wide gape. I've got a lot of uses for that. This size 1, I can get them in many different sizes. Such a sharp hook too. I use them in large size for saltwater fish for sure. Bringing in a little bit of craft fur. This is extra select white craft fur. Make sure I get some really good turns on there. Check that it's not moving. You can put glue on there if you want, but it just gets me in trouble sometimes. I get more glue on me. It's like painting. Now I'm going to grab this is some craft hair that we bought at a craft shop years ago and got some barred markings on it. It's really nice. I use that a lot. If you ever get your hands on it, grab some of that. It's always good to check around those craft shops. You never know what you can find. And I'm just going to lay that on top. Good turns. I won't put any extra flash in that. We're going to have enough flash coming in here with these other materials. Now this is flash and slinky what I'm using for primarily for this fly. This is a wild olive color. And take a little bit of that. Now I'm going to fold it in half. We'll just taper the ends out. That goes on top. Just ahead of the bump. Both sides. Okay. Now we're going to go to the bottom of the fly. Got quite a bit of space underneath there. This is another great material, Cineos laser dub and shrimp pink. You can use any colors. I don't like to get it too bright, so the shrimp pink is pokes through. You can tie it down like so. Flip it off. Got enough for another fly. That'll kind of cover the bottom up really nice. Then I'll grab me some white. The flash and slinky again. Here I'm going to, instead of going half, I want to taper it, so I'm going to cut it in thirds. So I've got enough for 3 flies, of course. Nice short, about 1/3 for 3 inches, just right. Here we get the ends tapered. I don't like too many blunt ends. Get a nice long taper on that. Tie this right behind the eye. And a little bit on each side. And it coming out of B at the bottom like I do with all my streamers. Okay. When I brush it, it'll brush back out. Now we want a little highlight in the fly, so I'm going to be using some SF fibers here. Steve Farah fibers, get some nice flash in them as well. I got that cut in half. Just a little bit of this pink. I'm going to tie that on for the lateral line on each side. Looks nice. There you go. Sometimes with color combinations, whatever suits you. And over the top, we're coming in with some brown, flash and slinky. And it's got just enough fibers or this flash in there, and it's really scaly too. It looks really good. We're using just a very small amount. Trouble with streamers, a lot of times we overdress them. It's a very common mistake. I'm going to make sure I taper them out again. Come over the top corner. Bring this back over this corner. Kind of envelopes around the top. Get a nice profile. Now the one thing about the flat thread, it gets a little slippery on you. Make sure you put some pressure on it when you finish these flies. You can pull on that pretty hard because it's 3/0 flat. Then I'll bring in my silver is. Bone dry for that. And then we'll cook that on with a torch to a little light. Makes it very durable. These streamers, we always throw large streamers, and these small flies, I've caught a lot of fish, probably as many fish or more with smaller streamers than big ones. We always, we got the thinking bigger is better. I'll just take some, when I'm done all my batch tying, I just take some marine goop and I put a little dollop on there and then put my eye on with marine goop. But it's a great pattern here for you for sure. I'll get it in the swim tank for you. We'll look at it in the water. Got a nice taper. It breathes. It swims pretty nice in behind your fly line. You're going to be using floating lines, intermediates mostly is what I'm using, and type 3s if you have to go deeper, sink tips too. But usually I like full sink lines when I'm fishing streamer flies. I don't like the sink tips as much for these kind of. This is an unweighted fly and it's going to swim very natural, and it'll kind of hover, and I can fish it slow or I can change my retrieves up, and that's critical. Some days you want them really slow. They're not really aggressive. Some days you can't strip it fast enough. So there we go. We appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you again real soon.
Thanks to Brent for sharing another one of his baitfish creations. These flies have great movement and fish well behind your fly line of choice. We appreciate you joining us, and we look forward to bringing you many more fly tying segments from our pro team members. Check our website for flies and other sport fishing on the fly products. Take care and conserve our waters.